So everybody and their grandmother is sharing their thoughts on Marathon right now. And as I've been driving around, I've been trying to compile my own. And I don't know why anyone on the internet would want to listen to me because, of course, everyone wants you to have an audience or clout or gamer cred or, who am I? I'm just a guy. I'm a 36-year-old dad that's been gaming since he was 8. Who's this dick? Uh yeah, so I've been playing it because gamer cred matters on the internet. I've been gaming since I was a kid. I've played GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, like on the N64 with my friends, all huddled around a TV. Legend of Zelda, all the way up until I was a teenager playing Team Fortress 2 competitively on a Highlander team, and everyone's talking about Marathon like, oh, you don't even play extraction shooters, so your opinion doesn't matter. But, like, I played The Division. I ran through the Dark Zone. I know what an extraction shooter is. Who fucking cares if I don't play Tarkov full time? You can have an opinion about something even if you aren't in that sphere. And I'm at a point in my life where I actually read about gaming more than I actually game, just because I don't have as much free time as I used to. It's still my hobby. I just can't do it for 12 hours a day. I can't stay up until 3 a.m., pound back an energy drink and then continue on between my job and my kids and my life. But when I have my spare time, kids are asleep, I'll get an hour or two gaming in a week. And I feel like everyone right now talking about Marathon isn't actually talking about the core issue that is plaguing this game's announcement. Because it's like, so I work in a hospital, and in my head, the thought that I keep having is everyone is discussing the symptoms, but not the disease. And that's Bungie. Like, I was there when Destiny launched. And let me tell you, everybody was playing Destiny because this was a new sci-fi epic fantasy shooter from the makers of Halo. It was permeated the entire gaming space. High school friends, university friends, people I worked with that I didn't even think liked video games were getting hyped for this. I knew people who bought PlayStations just so they could play this game. And when it came out, it was a gong show. The story didn't make sense. It was janky, cringy, meme-worthy lines. I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. And just the flat voice work from Peter Dinklage and all of these high profile actors in the sci-fi fantasy space that just, why were we paying these people when we could be investing in other areas? It was a disaster. But something very unique happened with this game, in that there was nothing else like it on the market, because it was this PvE sci-fi fantasy shooter that had a PvP mode where you could seamlessly bring your loot from one mode into the other. And so nothing else existed like it on the market. Borderlands was there, but it didn't have PvP. And the shooting had that Halo feel. It had that feedback where you're in your thumbs, you could feel that gun, and there was something special about it. And that is why it succeeded, because people felt the potential for Destiny. They had potential. And Bungie was committed to a 10-year plan And I have been there for those 10 years. I might only log in Tuesday or Wednesday now and catch up on the gong show of a story that we have. I'm sorry, but Heresy is not that good. The narrative decision to show Eris waking up 15 seconds after she died completely took me out of any emotional investment I had. I was on the edge of my seat. Like, holy shit, they actually killed her. No, like, and then, nope. So, like, yeah, sure. Drifter's performance was good. Voice work was incredible. But I didn't care because I knew she was alive. Like, what are we doing? Like, what is happening with the narrative team? Anyway, I'm going on a rant. I've been on the ride with Destiny for the past 10 years. And everyone talking about Marathon is not addressing the disease. They're talking about the symptoms. Like, oh, the release stream, the announcement wasn't very good. They didn't show anything that was particularly interesting. There was no hook. How does this stand out from other extraction shooters? Did anyone else catch the devs saying, we want to build this game with our community? Did anyone else catch the fact that the narrative is being written right now, 5 months before the game's supposed to launch? Like, we're talking about all of these things about Marathon, the game, but we haven't addressed what Bungie is doing. Because I'm having, like, I don't want to say PTSD flashbacks because that is a very real thing, and I don't want to make a joke of it, but I am flashing back to Destiny 1's launch, where we got this game that was just a gong show of bad narrative, just flat voice work, just nothing made sense. That wizard came from the moon! What? Like, anyway, and I'm seeing it happening again with Marathon. It is, at base, a game that looks interesting. It is a game that looks like it could be fun. And it is made by the creators of Halo. It is made by the creators of Destiny. This legendary studio. But it's not... There's no narrative? You tell me this world is rich with lore, but you're only now writing the story? You've had 2 years to develop this game. You didn't have one intern in a closet somewhere writing what the story could be with all the lore you have from Marathon? You want to build the game with the community? Which tells me that it is not finished, that we have a Destiny 1 mess that can be fixed over time, and that you are relying once again, Bungie is relying once again on the potential and their fans to say, ooh, this has potential, let's ride this wave and see what happens. You're going to get people to invest up front, just like we did with Destiny 1. You get that sunk cost fallacy of, well, I've already paid for it, so I might as well check back in, even if you have a lapsed player. And like, that was probably the most surreal part of the 10 years of the Destiny, was watching everyone I know jump into this game and go bananas and then drop off at various points and try to come back and then drop off again. Like, it's only me and one other buddy who still just logs in out of habit to try and see what's going on with Destiny. Do our chores for the week and just mindlessly shoot thralls. And why, like, are we gonna really let Bungie ride the potential again? Like, is that what we're doing? Because everyone right now is talking about Marathon itself And they're like, oh, you don't play extraction shooters, or your opinion doesn't matter, and the discourse is unbelievable. And fucking Cockroach Boy talking about making the characters fuckable. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Bungie, the creators of Halo, is not the same studio anymore. First off, the layoffs, the changes, the devs leaving, devs coming. It's not the same studio anymore. And there's rumors that they don't even understand how the Tiger engine even works. They want to replicate the gun feel because they know the gun feel is good, but apparently their engineers don't even understand how it works. We had metas in Destiny where an item would become problematic, where there's a piece of armor or a gun or an ability. And it would be like 6 months, 8 months, a year before these things could even get addressed. Like, the stream that they didn't address anything. It didn't address any cheat. It didn't address the fact that it's like, did they build Marathon to be more flexible? Can they fix it faster? Can they address problematic things quicker? Like, we have to look at the history of the studio, the disease, before we can even address the symptoms. Like, yeah, I know I'm sitting in my car and my thoughts are probably very broken. It's not a very entertaining video, and I don't even know if I'm going to upload it. And if I do, I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. But I got to get these thoughts out of my head before I pick up my kid from daycare in 7 minutes. Yeah. Do you have a solid anti-cheat? Do you have the flexibility to fix your game faster when something becomes problematic? Are you seriously gonna, again, release a gong show of an unfinished product, bare bones, minimum viability, janky narrative, and again rely on your diehard fans to say, oh, this has potential? Whether or not I am a fan of extraction shooters, I'm not going to do that again. It doesn't matter that I am 36 and have kids and have very little time. I can't do that again. Like riding that roller coaster of, oh, we're so back, oh, we're gone, oh, it's make or break, oh, I'm not doing that again. And, you know, if you're a newer to the gaming scene, and this is the thing, Destiny has permeated the gaming space for the last decade. Even if you're in your 20s, you've grown up and Destiny has been in the gaming sphere. If you're a new gamer, you're a teenager, you're just getting into it, welcome to the space. But this is a game that was so big and so new and unique, and that it just spread throughout gaming. Everyone wanted to do a Destiny. Is this the next Destiny killer? Is this... And I don't think Bungie realizes that what they had was special because it was new. Unless this extraction shooter does something so fantastical that it redefines the genre, it's not new. It's just an extraction shooter. Okay, so the NPCs are difficult and they're challenging. Great. Oh, there's puzzles. Cool. You know, the problem with puzzles is that once one person solves it, it's going up on YouTube, and now it doesn't matter. Like, unless you're intentionally doing this when you go in, having blind runs. Like, I don't know what we're doing. And I'm getting so many red flags from the developers, and I'm getting so many red flags from their announcement stream. And yeah, the secret level level of video that they put out, 8 minutes of just incredible footage, was so good that it's just like, guys, just make a show, make a movie. Like, clearly, like, you have some skill there, but like, what are we doing with this game? You want to build it with your community, just build it in your studio. Release a good product. Yeah, I don't think anyone my age, or anyone who's been following Destiny, or anyone who started playing Destiny and lapsed, anyone who's been following gaming news and knows what's up with the studio and the layoffs and the car collector and all of the controversy around Bungie, and I don't know how you could jump into a new Bungie title. Like, I think we're gonna have to leave this one to the streamers to give it a go, save your money for a couple weeks after launch, see how it's playing out. Like, what are we doing, Bungie? Anyway, I gotta get my kid. I get that thought out of my head. I don't know if anyone's even gonna watch this. I might not even upload it. But if I do, I hope this helps you think a little differently about Marathon, because it's not just Marathon. Like, we shouldn't just be talking about Marathon. The developers have said that they want to build the game with the community, charging premium prices. The narrative is currently being written. It's just like D1 all over again. Do you want to be involved in D1 all over again? Do you want to get into a sunk cost fallacy hobby where you're just coming back because you've already invested and you're constantly riding a roller coaster of, oh, this is great, oh, everything's going to be amazing, what are we doing, this is terrible, who wrote this, why are we doing this? Like, it's just, are you willing to do that? Ask yourself that question. Because when I say Destiny was an emotional roller coaster, I mean it. Like, holy shit, this is the greatest game I've ever played, to, oh my god, this is just terrible, to, oh, holy shit, this DLC is going to fix everything, to, 3 to 6 months of just the best time of your life with your friends, to you're right back to being miserable, and then they release the most hype trailer you've ever seen for a DLC that, like, makes you so emotional that you want to cry because it looks so good, and then you get in and it's a gong show. Like, that was Beyond Light for me, by the way. When I saw Go Beyond the Light and I'm seeing darkness powers, I'm like, oh my god. Like, and then the narrative, this campaign, it was a mess. Yeah, you need to ask yourself if you're willing to do that. If you can invest in it that deeply. Because I feel like that's what Bungie's trying to do again. They're trying to recapture that with a new genre, a new game, but they're going to build it with the community. Do you want to be in on that?